Welcome back to Quinte Connection. Thanks for joining us. Well, this is our last summer show before we take a break, but there's all sorts happening here in Belleville coming up. Canada Day, then we have the Belleville Waterfront Multicultural Festival. To chat about both those two things is Jeanette Arsenault and Jill Raycroft back on the show. So ladies, thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having us. It's awesome. And this is Jeanette, who has been helping us coordinate with Discover Belleville, the Canada Day, and the Belleville Waterfront Multicultural Festival.
Looking forward to seeing what you two ladies have cooked up for those two events. So Jill, let's walk through Canada Day right now, back at Swix Park again. What are some of the features for this year?
So this year it is, and Jeanette will be able to explain it really well, because we wanted to create a tribute to mostly Canadian music. And I think that's where the main stage has always been a bit of a challenge. Like, what do we put on the stage to connect with the people who are at the event? So there's always fun things going on, like bouncy castles.
Yay! Everybody's excited. The bouncy castles are back.
Yes.
Including the mechanical bull. That's getting a lot of older kids excited.
Yes. Yeah. And so we've got those things happening for sure. So lots of family fun, the things everybody's used to. The Hot Diggity Dogs are back. 25th anniversary, actually, in this area. So this is their 25th year at Canada Day. So that's exciting. And then, we have a couple of other big deals.
Well, we have the stilt walkers are back. Miss Canada, the lumberjack, the mountie, always a big hit with families of all ages, right?
Right. So those are the entertaining pieces that go on through the park. Oh, and some food, of course.
There's of course, and of the wrestling. Back by popular demand. The classic championship wrestling is back, and of course the face painters and the balloon twisters as well.
Yes, but if anybody knows Jeanette, they know that her passion is music. So I have to give her a ton of credit for what she's come up with for the main stage.
Oh, thank you very much. With a lot of guidance from Jill. Being the newbie here, I've learned a lot already. But when Jill had the mission, and I loved it, of course, to have a focus on Canadian music. So my challenge was how to feature as many artists as we possibly could, because logistically putting band after band after band, which is going to happen in Waterfront, but there are a lot of logistics for that day.
For a one-day event,
a lot of moving parts that day. So I kind of came up with the idea of having a house band, and the house band is going to feature various artists, men and women, singing a wide array of Canadian songs by famous Canadian artists. So that's going to be happening at the beginning, right after the official ceremonies. After that, this was a coup. This is my little coup, I think. I was at the Kids Got Talent, and I saw this band opening up for the show, and they were the winners from last year. A lot of people may know them as the Garvin Brothers, and the Garvin Brothers are opening up for the Glorious Sons. So we're really excited that they accepted to sing at our event, which will bring out a certain population that we want to hit all the demographics as best we can, right? And then after the Garvin Brothers, we have a big band. And again, it'll be all Canadian music, but with brass instruments and a different kind of feel, a bigger feel for that sort of thing. The one that's in the afternoon is more Celtic folk, Canadiana roots. So they're going to get a wide mixture of styles of music.
But they should recognize everything.
They should recognize all the Canadian music, absolutely. And it's all going to be topped off at the end. We're calling it Dance Till Dusk. Dance Till Dusk. And we've got the fabulous DJ Midnight, who's going to bring it on home until the fireworks go off at 10 o'clock.
So one of the things that we found were that once you hit a certain kind of witching hour around the dinner time, where families who've been in the park all day are now heading home, and they may watch the fireworks for someplace else. But with those free shuttles, we would love to see all those teens who want to get away from their parents for a little while come join us for our dance party right at the entrance of the park. So we've got the lawn all set up. So when you come in the first gates, parking's on your left, dancing's on your right, and it's the perfect spot to watch fireworks.
Around 7 o'clock. And one of the beautiful things about this dance as well, you come to dance and then you put your blanket or your towel down, because that's the best place to see the fireworks from West Swix Park. Big open sky, and you'll be able to see everything.
Yes.
Now, Jeanette, are you going to be singing on stage for Canada Day?
I'm hoping.
What a question. To be honest, I put the brakes on and I said to Jill, I can't, you know, it'll look like it's...
If they drag you on stage, you should say
They might twist my arm if I'm not over fixing someone's wire that's been tripped or something. Thank you for asking. Sure, if I'm invited up and I'm able to, I would love to join in.
Well, let's shuffle over to talking about the Belleville Multicultural Festival. Jill, what has it been like for this stage of things, and how did it get started? Because it's ever expanding and evolving.
Right. So the 46 years ago, like this is a long time. This is a traditional festival. We have ranked as one of Festival and Events Ontario's top 100 festivals since 2015, 2016. So it's been almost 10 years now that we have applied for that and been acknowledged. So we want to make sure that we keep up with what we've done in the past and continue to grow that event. And looking at the roots of that, and we were actually looking at some old programs the other day.
That was fun.
And saying, you know, it was created to provide an opportunity for people who are coming to the community that wanted to share their traditions and their culture with their neighbors and find a way to do that in a fun and safe space. And it's almost like we're at that point again. It's that tipping point where we have so many new groups in this community. When we met with the multicultural community a few weeks ago to talk about that, we have a Nigerian association, the African Arts Institute is here. The Filipino community has organized, and
the Indian community.
Yeah, for sure. Well. I mean, they've been around for a long time, but definitely a resurgence. And as India Curry House mentioned, we've been at the event from the beginning, and we're like, yes, we know, absolutely. So there are, but I mean, over the years, we've seen Mexico come in. We've also seen Thailand come in. We've seen Jamaica and the Caribbean come in. But Tibet was one of the originals. Yeah, people don't realize that China and Tibet and Poland were there kind of almost at the beginning, along with Greece and Italy and Poland. Of course, Poland. Poland is still like is one of the biggest mainstays.
Were they the ones who started it?
Well, believe it or not, I think I've heard that it was the chamber.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yes, exactly.
But they were part of the organizing committee.
Yes. And what you had was, well, it was the Quinte Ethnic Council, and Selma Boschneck was a huge supporter of that part. So Selma, through the Jewish community, also had a big part of developing what was the Quinte Ethnic Council. So what was the Quinte Ethnic Council became the Food Village, and now we've actually been able to expand that with the pop-ups this year. We have Greece represented there with Souvlakiville, and Haiti and Creole with Aidi Eats. So that's going to be fun and exciting. And then the Filipinos are going to be by Burger Rev on the main drag.
We're so happy we were able to make that work out.
Yeah.
But what I was talking to Jill about this the other day and a little earlier. I've been in the Quinte region now for over 30 years. And I'm really excited to see all the different communities and all the different cultures. And Waterfront is all the richer for having even more communities that can come and celebrate, you know, their heritage. We even have Swiss elk horn players coming. You know, the great big long horns that they
they are back this year. I'm excited. Yeah, we have a few returning. So the Imbayacunas, who are an indigenous band from South America.
Andes,
And then we also have
Nima Choir from Tanzania.
Tanzania, yes. So the Nima Children's Choir, and anybody who's seen some of our Belleville sign posters, like that group was sitting all over that Belleville sign a few years ago, and it's such an iconic photo. So they're back, and then we have our flag lady. So our Parade of Nations will actually be on Saturday, and we are looking at a more Indigenous-based welcome and blessing at the beginning of the ceremony on Thursday. To then be followed by teen night, because why not?
Talk to your young people. Tell them we're going to have a DJ who's going to bring his 15-year-old daughter so they can play the music that they want to hear. I don't know if we've confirmed the food idea yet, but there was an idea.
Yeah, definitely asking all of our vendors to consider a tasting type menu. So a lower priced option around $5-6 so that if you want to go to multiple different spaces, you aren't filled up with trying one thing.
Did we mention the Midway?
Oh, the Midway. Yes, exactly. And we have advanced sales on, we have the advanced vouchers available for sale right now at the log cabin for $36.
Sold my first 3, so it's starting.
Yes, and we know that it sounds expensive, but it's such a much better deal if you get the voucher in advance. So that's happening. We've got a vendor marketplace. We've got the pop-ups involved this year, the food piece, and then the main stage piece is going to just keep rolling. So Saturday and Sunday, then we're focusing back on multicultural performances during the day, with hopefully a bit of an exhibit space in that area as well.
In the pavilion,
Yep.
right.
And then in the evening for Saturday, it goes to the Sounds of the Caribbean. Oh, so we've got the Mbayakunis, so the Sounds of you know, South America.
The Andes, yeah.
And then we have the Sounds of the Caribbean with the band Destiny.
And the Sounds of
and then the Sounds of India. Oh, the Sounds of the Philippines, yes. So anyway, we've got all sorts of stuff going on.
The Sounds of Ireland, the Sounds of Scotland on Sunday. So we are starting off with the Commodore's Orchestra. And what is it? One of their slogans is something like, "We're not your grandparents' orchestra anymore." They're doing more in the Frank Sinatra type of era.
Yeah, but looking back at those at the brochures from, you know, 46 years ago and even 30 years ago, the Commodores were a mainstay. So definitely the Decades of Waterfront are performing, and all the music you remember from all the Waterfronts past. That's what Friday's all about. That's
what we're aiming for. And then maybe we could also mention that the hours that it starts. Like on Thursday, starts at 4 o'clock, and it goes until 11.
Well, the midway's there till 11. Yeah, so 11. I suspect most of the food vendors are probably going to finish up around dusk. So we are kind of looking at guaranteed food till 9, and then at whim.
At whim.
Availability, depending on availability. And then, so Friday's the party night for people like me who like to go to bed by 11. And then Saturday night will be the party
11
night.
11 to 11. That's the younger people with the DJ from India.
And then Sunday, 11 to 5.
11 to 5. Everything will be open by 5.
Well, Jeanette and Jill, thanks so much for your hard work for all those, Canada Day and Multicultural Festival in Belleville. Looking forward to it. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.